Have you ever had that one customer who said they called back and they actually meant it, but when you tried to follow up, they'd already bought somewhere else? That's not just a lost deal. That's a missed conversation that could have been saved. I'm Michael Rodriguez, and this is What the Prompt, the showroom where AI meets the showroom floor. Today, we're joined by Sanjay Varnwal, founder of Spyne AI, the company behind Vinny AI, a powerful voice engagement platform that's changing how dealerships connect with customers 24/7. And we're not just talking theory today. We're talking real world performance and metrics that are reshaping dealer operations right now. Before we dive in, hit subscribe, like, and share, because here we don't hype AI, we humanize it. Sanjay, how are you doing? And thanks for joining us.
I'm doing great, Michael, and thanks for inviting me to the amazing podcast that you are running. Thank you.
I feel like this is going to be a monumental shift for Spyne AI and the dealer and our audiences who are listening to this, because some of the metrics I've been shared look amazing. Sanjay, I want to start with what every GM, general sales manager, and service director feels daily: missed calls. Your inbound AI agents are booking 18% of appointments and recovering around 80,000 a week that would have been otherwise slipped away. That's wild. How is Vinny AI managing to step in and recover that kind of lost revenue? What's happening behind the curtain?
It's the simple math that compounds, right? I mean, every dealer, if you see, they lose about 15 to 20% of potential revenue to the missed unreturned calls and similar missed opportunities, right? So the calls that customers are looking to reach out to the dealers with gets into voicemails, just do not get returned next day, and so on, right? So there are tons of data that the dealers are missing every single day. So what happens behind the scenes is what we have, what we you everyone has to understand, right? So I mean, of course, so dealers operation, if you see, that is like a extremely busy operations, right? They have 10, let's say we take a dealer which has about 10 people in their team, right? All of these people during the day are busy doing a number of things, different type of things, right? So and they're inundated with so many calls that come their way every single day. So what we have seen is there are 2 to 3 different types of problems that dealers are finding very hard to address right now. One of the problems is that you see the customers, right? So customers like you and me, when we want to book a car, we generally go to the dealer's website when or the platforms when we are relatively free. So
Right.
after the office hours, we go to the platform, we explore the cars, and we try to leave the leads or try calling the dealers, right? What happens is, of course, it is after hours, so no one is available there, and dealers actually get the list of so many calls next day, which is typically in the range of 20 to 30%, depending on which part of the state are you living in, right? So, and next day again, the team at the dealership is occupied with the day activities. So these kind of deals are actually missed out on, right? And they already and everyone knows in this industry that every single minute that deal left unattended, it loses its relevance because there is some other dealer which has responded to that deal, right? So because the customer is already reaching out to multiple dealers for the one car that they want to buy, so you need to respond faster. You need to respond with the right kind of car, that information of that car that the customer wants to buy. So this is what we have automated, right? So there is a agent which talks like human, understands entire detail of the car through fetching the historical information from Carfax, reading the inventory data from VAuto or other platforms, reading the CRM to understand if the customer has past interaction with the dealer, so that it builds upon that particular memory, right? And then tries to create a very intelligent conversation with the dealer, just like a human. Like you can imagine it to be a top 1 percentile sales, top 10 percentage sales agents that knows everything. And yeah, I mean, when you talk so smoothly, so intelligently, and so much with the information, you tend to book the deal, right? And that too on the kind of deals that would have gone missed otherwise. So this is the kind of system that we have designed, which is working not only for the sales calls, but also, I mean, vast number of service calls that the dealers get day in day out every day.
I know we're at still early stages of Vinny AI, so I'm excited that you gave us an opportunity with what the prompt to speak about it. Are y'all having more success in stores who have a BDC? Or have y'all started opportunities where, let's say, like me, for instance, at my store, we do have a BDC, but they complement. So I'm getting the lead first. If my phone dings right now, I'm sending the text, sending the email, and making the phone call and doing the walk around. I see those as two different types of setups. There's
Yes.
some stores that have a full BDC where they will nurture the lead to a appointment. I call those touchdowns. And those are delivered to their high converting sales associates. And there's
Yes.
also just some like us where I'm the initial responder.
So see, you need to view this AI not as a replacement product for your people, right? You need to view it as a multiplier of your operations capability that you have right now with you,
Very
right?
cool.
So and those multiplier capabilities, there are tons of blind spots that every dealer has right now in the ecosystem, right? So you have deals which I mean, if you want to run an operation that is like best in class, so you need to define all those playbooks that what to do if a deal comes to your place, right? I mean, first 5 minutes every deal has to be connected via call, via email, via chat, right? And if it is not connected, then the reattempts has to happen like in certain frequency. So you need to establish all those very stringent playbooks that everyone adheres to. So this part of thing is very difficult to carry on day in day out for a team, right? So what this agent does is it does the repetitive part of the work very effectively, and leaves the deal in a place which is more consumable by the human agents, like where they do the job which is more effectively to be done by them, which is meeting the customers, presenting them, giving that particular human touch, and eventually helping close the deals, right? So what if you have a system that basically does not let you miss out on the leads that you are already getting, that you have already paid for to the marketplaces, right? So 20 to 25% of the leads, even if you drill down into your dealership, you will see that you are also missing right now. So this is like
Right.
this one part of the ecosystem. The second part is you have so many aged deals in your ecosystem, right? So 10 days older deals, 15 days older deals, and so on. And we have seen the stats that the customers, when they try to buy a car, then they remain very active to a initial number of days, then the activity rates dip down, and then after certain time they again get back into the ecosystem for buying the car, right? So
Right.
so getting those deals also back into the queue is another lost, like I mean, opportunity that this particular system can unearth. And I can talk about like multiple use cases where this kind of a system can help you generate more opportunities through your CRM, and maybe generate an incremental opportunity that your BTC people can close when the customers are coming to to your dealership. So the system's job is to generate more opportunity. The closer has to be done by people like you and me who can interact humanly with the customer, right? So that's the job that we are trying to solve for.
And then there's your outbound recall campaign agents, right? running 20% appointment conversions with 39% connect rates compared to 10% for human callers. That's massive right there alone. That's nearly 4 times better performance. What's behind that? Is it consistency, response time, tone, or something deeper in how AI handles intent?
Absolutely, you said the right thing, right? So consistency is the key. Human gets tired, distracted. There's a natural tendency between me, you, everyone, that okay, this work needs like these many steps. I need to do this repetitively every day, so I'll tend to miss it out. Machine cannot do that, right? So once you configure it, it gets the repetitive work done like at a very high efficiency. So this is what this particular system is doing, which never gets tired, never get bored. It has all these connectors built with your CRMs, with your DMSs, with your OEM systems to fetch out all these opportunities. And then also it optimizes on the right time when the call has to be done. So see, I mean, right time to call, what we have also seen is
Right.
it 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 falls under certain hours during the day. It could be after hours as well. We have seen like after hours connect to be pretty good, not late in the day, but just after the office hours are ending, right? So these kind of opportunities where your physical team cannot act, or maybe you do not have the very stringent SOPs in place when you can have your team act on those particular opportunities, is what this bot does very well, right? So and then our bots are very much sophisticated. It has emotion. It can adapt to the customer's tone, right? So it can create urgencies. Some of these things it can do to ensure that okay, these kind of recalls are converted. So if you add up all these factors, including the customer context information, all these memory part of it, then we have seen that connect rate itself has gone so high, and because of the connect rate, because of all these repetitive work, the conversion has gone up, right? So and we have like some real life multiple case studies to prove this particular point already, with some of the largest dealers in the ecosystem.
That's great, definitely. And what I love of what you said is being able to the AI being able to change the tone, because what's happening right now is a lot of vendors promise automation, but few can make it feel human.
Yeah.
Your team mentioned, and you, Vinny, can automate 100% of communications across calls, texts, and emails, including follow ups. So I want to pause there. How do you design automation that still sounds personal? What kind of training data or voice logic makes it sound natural instead of robotic?
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, this is the core part of the system that distinguishes our software with many others. So also, if you see, I mean, the adoption of this entire AI product is very early stage, but everyone knows its potential. When OpenAI came, ChatGPT came, everyone was so skeptical about that particular product, that whether it will be useful or not. But you see the kind of growth that particular software had over the last 2 3 years, and so voice, when it came into the production, which was about 2 years ago, it was very robotic in nature. It was not having the kind of feel that we are having right now as the
Right.
two people talking to each other, right? So that part is gradually moving on, and it is becoming it is coming to a stage where it talks like a perfect voice, which is also a doubtful case, because no human can be that perfect, right? So you need to reduce the perfection and make it more human, which also fumbles while speaking.
Right.
Right? So these all are the imperfections that were added in the last 1 year while building this voice ecosystem, that has made this particular adoption way easier compared to how it was earlier. What we have done specifically is we have trained it with the way dealership talks actually with the customers, by listening, by training our models with like few millions of the calls, actual real calls
Right.
across service, sales, and parts, a lot of these calls, to train it on tone quality, pacing, phrasing, some of these parts are absolutely, I mean, we created this entire structure of what to respond to, how to respond to, and which tone to respond to. This basically made this conversation not only very enriching but also very human like. So this is one part that we did. And then of course this entire memory layer, right, connecting this entire ecosystem with all your softwares, which human like me and you, if let's say we have received some conversation call from the customer, we need to go to the CRM, fetch the information. That CRM will get slow. You'll have your own time, you will take your own sweet time to get to that particular information to respond to the customer, right? So it takes a lot of lag. What it does is it has all the contextual data about the customer or the historical data about the customer. So it has all the data filled into its memory and talks like our top 10 percentile sales guy, which can close that particular appointment for you. So some of these things we have done, which of course have taken this particular system to a level which sounds more personal. We have tested it with multiple opening scripts, and generated the opening script that lands well to the dealers, right? So some of these tests are ongoing. We have a very sophisticated QC mechanism, quality check mechanism, that is built behind the scenes, where the crowdsourced feedback comes to us, and there's an automated layer that keeps on fixing some of these feedbacks. So every day we are listening one call, the system is improving. So that's what we are
Good.
doing.
Let's give our audience a quick sample. We'll play a short clip of Vinny AI handling a real inbound call. Listen closely to tone, pacing, and objection handling.
Hi there, this is Emily Carter from. How can I help you today?
Sales department.
Certainly, you've reached the sales department. Before we dive in, may I have your name so I know who I'm chatting with?
Yuri.
Nice to meet you, Yuri. Are you looking for a specific vehicle today or just browsing our inventory?
The 2022 Honda Accord Hybrid Touring.
Give me a moment while I check that for you. Yuri, we have a 2022 Honda Accord Hybrid Touring in modern steel metallic, priced at $25,000 with 66,000 miles. Would you like more details or to schedule a test drive?
I need more details on the out the door price because I cannot make it in person to the dealership. I don't think I'll ever be able to make it in person to your dealership. I also need to arrange some kind of delivery service for the vehicle as well.
Thank you for sharing that, Yuri. I'll note your request and arrange a callback from our finance team at the earliest. Anything else regarding sales I can help you with?
I think that's pretty much it. I just know I wouldn't ever be able to show up in person to discuss these things. I'm gonna have to do it all remotely.
Understood, Yuri. I'll arrange a callback from our finance team to discuss remote purchase and delivery. Is there anything?
All right.
Thank you, Yuri. I'll have our finance team reach out to you soon. It's been a pleasure assisting you today. Have a great day.
You too. Bye.
So what we have done is we created a presentation with, of course, you have seen the customer. So this is what Honda is what we created the case study on, and there are like 4 different calls that we picked up for that particular presentation. I was just highlighting that part, and it was just
Yeah, yeah.
a selected call out of thousands of calls that we have automated so far for them.
That's insane. Dealers watching, that was not a rep. That was AI. And it just booked a service appointment and a sales follow up in real time. Opportunities that if the wrong person was on the phone, would have fumbled the ball. We all know this. We've seen this happen in real time. We've listened to these types of phone calls. Being able to pivot on the service recall, being able to overcome and answer Tuesday morning, having to get there in real time to confirm how long the vehicle is going to be there. I've listened to so many service calls in my life. I know that that person would have hung up and that would have turned into 5 different phone calls back and forth just to execute what's going on right now. So that was great. Our show's built around 3 words: educate, strategize, and execute. Let's break that down through the dealer lens. Educate. What do dealers need to understand first before implementing a voice AI like Vinny?
I mean, of course, like, so I touched upon this particular topic that you need to see it as a force multiplier for your operations. Do not look at it as a replacement of the people, because look at it as a opportunity that can grow your top line and impact your bottom line as well by generating more opportunities for the people that we already have. And it can, of course, unearth a lot of deals that are lying dead on your CRMs, your service scheduler softwares, your DMSs, and start creating those outbound campaigns that can generate more opportunities, right? So which are hard to set up on. So uh, this is like one part of it that you should be looking at. Then I mean, the model in which you should be implementing this particular software is identifying the opportunities where the money is leaking actually, right? Which is missed and after hours calls that we started the podcast with, right? So that is the best ROI that you can generate using it, because you anyways are losing it 100% right now, right? So and that given it is such a biggest big blind spot, so it gives you like an instant ROI. Once you have seen that this particular bot is working for you, we can go deeper into your CRM and create multiple outbound opportunities for you. We can do lead mining, we can create recall campaigns, we can create expiry leads expiry campaigns, so many different campaigns that we have studied and are creating right now for our dealers, right? So these all are the activities that can generate real ROI for you, on top of what you already have in the ecosystem.
So I love that you answered the next question, the strategize part of us. Where should they start? Inbound calls, recall, outreach, or follow up. So you just answered that, which is super helpful for our audience. Many times, when a shiny thing is shown to us, we just tend to bite and we don't tend to have follow through. So I love that you gave ideas of what can be helpful. Now, in terms of execution, what's the fastest win a dealer could deploy in the first 30 days with your platform?
So we have created few agents which are right now generating instant ROI for the dealers, right? So I mean, most effective way to deploy this particular bot is deploy it to the places which you are missing already, right? So you are spending already a lot of money to third party platforms like Auto Trader, Car Gurus, Carfax, some of these companies to generate leads which are very precious to you, right? So these leads are coming to you in after hours, or leads are coming to you as a form submission request, right? So of course no one is attending those leads during the night time. So what we have done is we have created an agent that ensures 100% connection with every single lead that you are receiving. So, I mean, you are, of course, everyone knows that there is certain dollar amount attached to every single lead that you are generating, right? If you're not connecting to 20 to 25% of the leads that we have seen across the board, having the same trend, you are already not only you are not generating opportunities, you are already losing out of the money that you are spending there, right? So this is a no-brainer where we see instant reward happening, and once we get into this particular use case, we generate more opportunities for from your CRM to get into those leads expiry, finance, like so agent leads. Some of these are the use cases that are showing like immediate ROIs for the dealer as well.
Here at Automotive Intelligence, we're connecting innovators like Spyne AI with real world dealership pilots through our AI Pilot Connector program. Sanjay, without giving away too much, what excites you most about partnering with dealers in this kind of initiative?
There's a big excitement that we as a creator get when we see the AI turning a theory into a real life use case, which generates the real outcome for the dealers, right? So, you don't just want to sell the software; you want to co-build this particular software with the to build like next generation of dealers, the future dealers, which are not only very intelligent but also very efficient in unearthing the opportunities that are there. Through maybe the programs like you, we can plug live into the rooftops, measure real outcomes, publish benchmarks that can help more dealers generate like more income, generate more ROI, more income, get better. See, AI in general, if you see, it is of course there are threats seeing I mean the people who are saying that it is cutting down a lot of opportunity that humans were having otherwise, and we are seeing it all across. But if you see the dealership ecosystem, there will be some people who will be fast adopters. There'll be some people who will be late adopters, and it happens every year, everywhere. So we are right now in a very, very, very early phase of the evolution of this particular ecosystem. So the dealers which adopt to this particular technology will be able to generate a lot of ROI, lot of incremental top line compared to the ones who will generate it late. Right. So this is the right kind of time where where the system is at the right moment to be used in production. It was not very early when it was not working. It is not very late when everyone is using it. It is at the right moment when it can just explode in the next few years. So if you are a dealer running your operation, if you are forward looking, this is the right time when you should be using it. Through programs like yours, we can reach out to and provide like an incremental impact, Michael.
Very, very good. Sanjay, before we wrap, where can dealers learn more about Spine AI and what Vinny can do for their store?
We have a active website up and running, www.spine.ai. You can book a quick demo there. Uh, of course, via you, we can reach out to the dealers as well. We can present you real life case studies. You can reach out to me on my email, my LinkedIn, right? So there are various ways. My email is sanjay@spine.ai. So you can reach out to me, and we will ensure that you get the kind of service you want, right? And we are fully committed to make your operation successful and get to that incremental like ROI zone. So yeah, we are here to serve you.
An audience, I will have all of those email addresses and links in our description. So uh, definitely we'll be able to just click and go. So now it's time for our prompt of the day. If your dealership could recover 80,000 a week without hiring one more person, what would you reinvest it into? Drop your answer in the comments below. And remember what the prompt is powered by Automotive Intelligence, where we don't just teach AI, we implement it. See you next week. Thanks, Sanjay.
Thank you, Michael. Pleasure to be talking with you. Thank you.